Here's what you need to know about Dante's Inferno, Canto 28. By this time, Dante is in the ninth pouch, bolgia, or chasm of the eighth circle, also called the Sours of Discord. The cat certainly got Dante's tongue for this part of hell, as he stumbles to find the words to describe the sinners he finds here. Mind you, this part is the worst of the fraudulent. Indeed, they are sometimes referred to as the Sours of Scandal and Schism. In other words, they are responsible for creating divides among groups of humans, which more than often led to mass destruction and warfare, and its effects more than likely lingered for generations afterward. As a result, the punishment for these sinners is to be eternally severed as a symbol of them severing the ties of others. These sinners walk toward the center of a circle, and as they get closer to the circle, their wounds close up. At the center is a devil who slashes the sinners over and over again in an endless cycle, reinforcing the contrapasso. But first, let's take a look at the lovely hellish scenery. All around Dante are bloody bodies, torn and ripped apart, which is a punishment for the sinners. The magnitude of grotesqueness is unfathomable. Weinsberg Ohio reference not intended. The best Dante can do is metaphorically compare the ninth pouch to the dead bodies he has seen in several battles, but even that wasn't enough of a comparison. So what would you do if you were eternally damned to wander around with your body sliced completely in half, and then you saw someone walking through with their body entirely intact? Oh yes, you would open yourself up with your two bare hands and show off your oozing insides, wouldn't you? Because that is precisely what the first sinner Dante came across in the pouch did to him. But upon closer inspection, he discovers that this sinner is Muhammad, or in better known terms, Muhammad. And no, we aren't talking about Muhammad Ali, who would probably be in the seventh circle anyways. We are referring to the Prophet Muhammad himself and his son-in-law, Ali. Interestingly enough, Ali's face is sliced in half because he is traced back to having split up the Shiites and the Sunnis, a divide which faces conflict still today. When Virgil explains that Dante is just passing through, Muhammad asks Dante to carry a message to his buddy, Fra Dulcino, warning him to obtain food before he starves. Other souls begin to perk up hearing this, and while Dante is having a nervous breakdown, another soul, Pier de Medicina, asks Dante to make him famous on earth, and also to carry another message. Dante, who begins to feel pretty hyped, agrees, as long as Pierre can direct him to another famous soul. This other soul turns out to be Curio, who can no longer talk because his tongue is split in half. This contrapasso is a result of Curio being a blabbermouth in his own lifetime, as he convinced Julius Caesar to betray his friend Pompey, which caused the civil war in Rome. Other sinners include Mosca de Lamberti, whose hands were chopped off. He broke off a political engagement and convinced the almost bride's family to kill another dude named Buondelmonte, which is apparently the reason responsible for creating the division and hatred between two factions in Italy, the Guelphs and the Ghibellines of Florence. Dante then tells Mosca that he caused death upon his family, making him run away in misery. Evidently, the most terrible of all is that of Bertrand de Born, who carries around his head after being beheaded. The reason for this is because he allegedly broke the ties between father and son, therefore making him forever severed because he split up two that should be one. Dante distinguishes three classes in this part of hell. There is the Sours of religious discord, where Muhammad and Ali are. Then there's the Sours of political discord. This is the class of Pier de Medicina, Curio, and Mosca de Lamberti. The last class is the Sour of discord between kinsmen, where Bertrand de Born lies. In this canto, Dante includes many mythological and biblical allusions. He alludes to the Trojan, Punic, and Tagliacozzo wars on page 218 to describe the amount of bodies he saw. On page 220, he alludes to mythology by including the Roman god Neptune. Dante includes biblical figures, David and Absalom. In addition, he writes about some historical figures such as Livy, Muhammad, and Ali. Got a split, pun not intended. JK, it was.